High God. Shout out to Jesus Christ, who died for my sins, rose again, and is coming back to save this world. My name is Shark Out of Water, Christian content creator. If you don't know, been doing this for a few years now. I love it. I just want to say, hey, whoever you are and whenever you see this, I pray that the Most High God is blessing you in every way you need. You need it. So I just pray that the Lord is blessing you, managing your outcomes, seeing all your flaws and you working on it with you. He's bringing you out that dark place so you can be the light. For we are the light of this world. Now, that being said, let's get right into the message, man. Y'all bear with me. I'm drinking my little Celsius, my little morning routine. So let's get right into it, man. So, knowing your worth. You got to know your worth as a Christian. You have to know your worth as just a human being in general. Um, See, people will try to misjudge you or undervalue you when you don't value yourself. And these are facts. See, the person that's working as a janitor may be smarter than the CEO. The person that is baking in the bakery may have a better business idea than the owner or the owner of that company. You never know where God puts his people at, but you can rest assured that they are worthy and they have so many gifts and talents that you can't really put a price on them. Now it's sick nowadays that we have to kind of value ourselves based on our, college training, our certifications, how long we've been doing something, and these things are definitely valid. But when you take away all the achievements, when you take away all the certificates, all the titles, they're a human being just like me and you. And sadly to say, a lot of people can't afford a good education. A lot of people can't afford to go across the country to get the school that to go to the school that they want so they can set themselves up for life basically. You got several instances where people are borderline geniuses or downright geniuses, but they don't have the resources to really do what they need to do. But I'm here to tell you, man, if this sounds like you, don't undersell yourself ever. Now, I know that people will try to label you based on your credit score, if you're married, if you're successful in life, quote unquote, whatever that looks like in 2026. Because we all out here struggling. Like let's be real. Um, they will put a price tag over your head. A lot of jobs will be happy to underpay you and not really give you what you rightfully deserve just to save themselves some money, man. Um, but like I said, I'm here to tell you don't undervalue yourself because God has a plan for you. God sees your potential and where He is bringing you. So therefore, don't worry about the opinions of man. See, only people who undervalue themselves tend to undervalue others, and that's facts. You know what I'm saying? That's just law. The person that talks down on others try to drag them down and belittle them, usually those are the people that don't have much self worth. They don't have much going for themselves. They don't have the overall just understanding like this person is a diamond in the rough, or this person could potentially save this company and invent something that could save us millions or make us millions. There are people out here that will happily take the lower paying position so they can learn and do it themselves better when the time comes for them. You see, there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and place for what you want to do in life and what God is bringing you to do. So just because it looks like something for one season, or you feel like nobody is seeing your potential or your worth, rest assured that God sees it. God knows exactly how He made you. It says in the Bible, He made us wonderfully. He took the time to make our bodies the way we needed, to put talents in our brains and abilities in us that sets us apart from just a run of the mill person. When you're anointed, everybody can see it, everybody can sense it, and a lot of the times people will try to downplay those who are anointed. So, like I said, don't undersell yourself for anybody, because at the end of the day, what makes you different from the person who discovered how to make a Apple phone, right? What makes you different from the person who invented a great invention or made something that was revolutionary? A lot of those people who did that didn't have the best education. A lot of people who came up with an idea that changed the way we perceive things, a lot of those people didn't even have associate's degree. So it's not about the education per se. It's not about the resources. It's about what God is calling you to do in each season to set you up for that. Now, I firmly believe that you can undersell yourself out your dream, out your purpose, rather. Meaning, when you accept that what people say about you, say that you're only worth 30,000 a year, or you're only worth 25,000 a year, and people keep telling you that, you're going to start to believe that. You're going to be like, man, I'm not worth moving up in the pay scale. I'm not smart enough. I'm not wise enough. Whatever the case may be, you got people that will willingly accept the judgment of others, and that's not okay. People often project, and people, especially, and not to take a dig at the employers out here, no names attached to it, but they will see you as an opportunity to save money. Why would I hire somebody with all this experience and all these credentials when I can hire somebody off the street for way less money? Or, in the flip side, somebody who does have the credentials, does have the background, the experience, they will still try to underpay you or undersell your talents, your worth, and what you're bringing to the company. That's why negotiations and any type of thing is important, man. Don't ever let somebody try to play you. It's just like doing research on a car. Like, you know what kind of car you want, you know how much it costs, roughly the estimate. You know how much gas it takes, what you need to pay for insurance, all that. So you go to a rinky dink car place, a car shop, and they try to sell you for way more than what it's worth. And it's probably problems with the engine and stuff like that. See, people will try to fool you. People try to pull the wool over your eyes and try to see if they can get away with stuff, but don't let them. When something isn't sounding right, when your discernment is going off, it's like your spider sense. You know what I'm saying? When your spider sense is going off, something ain't right, then something ain't right. Ask questions. If someone gets mad at you asking questions, then that's a big red flag right there. Because if you have nothing to hide, if you have nothing to worry about, why are you getting mad over a question? If you're moving as honest and good as you say you are, always compare and contrast, weigh out your options. Don't be impulsive because that's what a lot of people count on. Whether it's getting a new job, getting a new car, getting a new house, apartment, or whatever, they they count on people's impulsivity and they hope that you have a scarcity mindset. What is a scarcity mindset, you may ask? It's when you don't think that you can do anything, like you will not afford what you need to afford. God will not provide for you. You're just going to be constantly struggling all your life. Nothing good ever happens to you. This is a scarcity mindset. This is a scarcity mindset, but we don't serve a God who is a God of scarcity. We serve a God of abundance. Even when things don't look like they are overflowing, they are. Behind the scenes, they are overflowing. They're pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Matter of fact, as the Bible says, this is how our blessings are lined up for us. So you take away the scarcity mindset and you have an abundance mindset, you can walk into any deal, any meeting, any proposal, any relationship, knowing that, hey, I know what I'm bringing to the table. I know who I am. With this person, with this opportunity, with this, house, whatever the case may be, will this bring add value to my life or will it take away? Like if I get this car right now, am I going to have to keep paying for repairs? Is it always going to be in the shop? Is it always going to be broken down, after I buy this car? Or say if I get in this relationship with this person, is this person always going to stress me out? Is this person going to cheat on me? Is this person going to leave me when I'm at my lowest or having bad days? Um, Look at jobs. Like, is this job really going to make me feel like this is a company I want to stay working for? Like, I can retire from. How do they treat their senior employees? How are they running their show there? Like, is this compatible with my lifestyle right now? Like, you have to ask these questions. Don't just look at dollar signs. Don't just look at what you can get from it or how cool you'll look in that ride or because you're not going to be lonely anymore. You're just jumping in a relationship. Don't think like that because that's how Satan wants you to think. You jump relationship to relationship, job to job, home to home, all that type of stuff. That's in a scarcity mindset. And I can honestly say I was a victim of that before. I had a scarcity mindset at one point in my life, but once I understood who I am, what I'm capable of, and when I look at what I've been through and overcame, can't nobody sell me a dream. They can call me mean, they can call me, uh, an a-hole, they can call me just real picky, whatever. You can call me all that stuff, but one thing you won't call me is stupid. One thing you won't call me is a fool because I know myself well enough. I know my worth well enough to know what I deserve. I know what doesn't feel right. I know what does feel right. I know when I have to think about something and I know when I can give you an immediate answer. I know myself well enough to not let anybody play with me. And that's okay. You know, like I said, we do not serve a God of lack or scarcity. We serve a God of abundance. Okay. So if you take anything from this live, is that never sell yourself short. I don't care who they are, what they're offering you, anything. Always read the contract. Always read the fine print. Always do your research because people will count on your not stupidity, but they will count on your naivety or your lack of a better word, yeah, they're gonna count on you to not do your research and be ignorant, you know? So when you take away that element, you'll be all right, you know. Now you're moving in abundance. You're moving in God's will, not just scarcity or because you need a paycheck or because you need someone to be with and take pictures with and post on social media. Like, no, you don't need any of these things. You just need God. So that's all I really have to say about that, man. Remember, scarcity is only in your mind, but also so is abundance. So you pick and choose which path you want to take. You can either look at things as half full or half empty. Simple as that. You can weigh out every possibility. You can always go back and ask more questions. And like I said, if they're not allowing you to ask questions or they're getting irritated or they seem like they're trying to be short or rush you, that's a bad sign right there. Walk away. Because anybody who's moving in honesty and really have faith in their product or faith in themselves to be your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, wife, or husband, there should be no shortness. There should be no attitude. There should be no just upset, emotions with you for looking out for you. Because they're basically asking you to not be in tune with yourself and have discernment. And that would never happen. So remember, we serve a God of abundance, so live in abundance. God doesn't want you struggling, but he for sure doesn't want you out here begging people to be with you, to hire you, to give you anything. Like if you gotta beg for something, then it's not for you. If you have to go above and beyond, it's not for you. I'm sorry. Some circumstances you can do that, like if you work hard at something and you earn something, that's cool. But if somebody or something is making you jump through hoops and bend over backwards just to get your foot in the door, like that's a bad sign right there. So that's all I have to say, y'all. So I hope that God blesses you and whoever hears this message, if you hear the sound of my voice, may God bless you, like for real. Like I don't know who you are, where you are, what you got going on in your life, but I just pray that God is with you. Because I'm praying for all my subscribers, everyone who watches my videos, every day. Like I pray for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I pray for myself, my family, my loved ones. I just pray that everything works out. Again, my name is Shark Out of Water, Christian content creator. I just hope y'all have a blessed Tuesday. Whatever that may look like for you, keep your head high, don't settle, and just remember who God made you to be, not what Satan wants you to be. Okay? So have a great day, y'all. Remember to pray and lock in with God. I'll see y'all next time.